Welcome back to a brand new video, guys. It is a Saturday night here in Bali, and it is the perfect day to go explore the city of Kuta and the Legian area, because it's going to be an absolute vibe, and I can already hear it from my hotel room. So let's go check it out. Alright, so here we are, right as you exit the hotel. So behind me is actually kind of where it ends, is this intersection the hotel's on. So all the way down this way, there's just a bunch of restaurants, clubs and stuff, and let's check out some of them. And we've also got to grab some food, so we got to find a place for that. There's a couple food courts around here, but they're not really close to here. They're about maybe half a mile away. Might be a jump for the scooter after walking on the beach for so long today. Weirdly, there's a Swiss restaurant. So not as busy as I first thought it'd be, to be completely honest. I mean, it's 8 o'clock, so I figured, you know, there'd be people out, but not really. It's looking a little quiet. It's a little dead right now. Maybe we're out here too early, but if not anything, then it's at least dinner time right now. There's but the restaurants, as you can see, are kind of slow. Looks like we got some seafood here, some squid, some lobster. Oh, that looks pretty good. Yeah, smelling all this food is definitely making me a little hungry. So I think after this, we should definitely go to a food court area to grab some food, because it doesn't seem like much is going on around here. Looks like it's starting to get a little more lively towards here. Seeing a couple more people. That looks like a German restaurant. And I am thoroughly surprised by the amount of other types of restaurants over here, rather than Indonesian restaurants. I've seen a couple German, I saw Swiss. I've never seen a Swiss restaurant in my life. And then of course there's Italian and your classic kind of vegan restaurants. And that's definitely the biggest flip-flop store I've ever seen. And there's a nightclub there. And so the restaurants on this street are a little bit more expensive than what you'd find if you had, you know, ventured out a little bit off the street. They're around like 80 to 200,000 IDR compared to, you know, what you'd find somewhere else out of here, which would be like 30 to 50. So if you're looking for a cheap meal, the street is not really the place for it. It's very much catered towards tourists and visitors, as you can see. So I'm not sure if this is like the equivalent to Beer Street at Hanoi. It's definitely a different vibe. There's a lot less people, a lot less crowded. It's also a little cleaner. But again, I'm not sure if this is the equivalent to that. I'm okay, thank you. No, thank you. Hi. No, thank you. You do definitely get kind of hounded by the salespeople. I mean, that's kind of expected. I guess they're just trying to make some money. No, thank you. We're actually kind of nearing the end of this road here, and it really didn't live up to the expectations I gave you guys, I guess, but maybe that happens later at night. I'm not sure. I mean, it's 8 o'clock by now. I feel like it should be coming to life, and you know, by 8 o'clock on Beer Street, it was already packed and you could barely walk through there. I'm okay, thank you. All right, not sure what this is, but we'll definitely go check it out. Looks like some sort of monument. I don't know if it's open. Oh yeah, it looks like this gate over here is open. Let's go see what it's about. I saw it on the way in. I was curious, it's all lit up. Okay, so I see a bunch of names and countries and stuff, but it doesn't really explain what it is. And it looks like there's a little shrine at the bottom here. Maybe some kind of memorial. So I see like names from Indonesia, Korea, Poland, Sweden, Australia. I'm not sure what it is. Alright, so quick little Google search, then it turns out it is a bombing memorial. Couldn't really find much on it, especially on the go like this. Let's keep moving. This looks like a slingshot ride right in the middle of the city here. Never seen that before. And then there's also a bunch of Circle K's here. It's kind of like Bangkok, where there were 7-Elevens within feet of each other, and I see another Circle K over there, but quality-wise they are not the same as 7-Eleven. And that's one thing I missed in Vietnam and Indonesia here, is that they don't have 7-Eleven. Alright, so here we go. It's getting a little more lively as we go down the street. A couple more clubs and stuff over here blasting music. Definitely what I was expecting when I left the hotel. And there's actually a lot of these surf shops like Quicksilver and Billabong. More than I've even seen in the US, but makes sense since there's a lot of surfers on the beach. I'm okay, thank you. It's okay, thank you. This place looks lively. Obviously can't take my camera into a club. That'd be kind of weird. So I'm gonna avoid doing that. Well, I guess it was a false alarm because still not many people and not much going on. And right now we're nearing the very end of the street here. Looks like we've come to the more shopping area now. There's no more restaurants that I see either. Well guys, it seems like this is the end of the road, quite literally, and definitely did not live up to the expectations that I set out for it. And actually the other night I was on the street to just grab some food after my flight. It was way more busy, I feel. Had a lot more people on it, and that was like a Wednesday night. It's like a casual Mexican restaurant. Like I was saying before, if you wanted to find any type of food here, you can. I mean, there's Italian, Mexican, Mediterranean, Chinese, you know, anything you want, they've got it here in Bali, and it's pretty good too. The burger I had here was one of the best burgers I've had. And I'm from Texas, so it's kind of saying something, sadly. All right, so let's make our way to a food court now, and the Legian food court is actually only a mile away, so let's just walk over there, grab something to eat, and then you know, see where it goes from there, I guess. But maybe on our way back we can check out this street again when it's a little bit later and see if it's more crowded and more bustling than it is right now. And to be honest, going down these kind of dark alleys here in Bali, I don't feel, you know, in danger at all. I don't know, it's weird. If I was doing this in the US, I would definitely be sketched out, but here I feel completely safe. All right guys, we're still about half a mile away, but this area looks really bustling. Seems to be a lot of little shops and little bars around here. And the amount of tourists I'm seeing are picking up as well the more I go down this street. Which I guess isn't a bad thing. Maybe these are like the local tourists that live here. So maybe they know a thing or two, but we're just gonna keep going to the food stall because I want to see what they've got over there. Whew, that walk felt especially long, but here we are guys, the Legian food court. It's nicely lit up. Looks like it's got a couple restaurants in it. And this looks a little more lively than the Legian street we were on. Definitely a lot of bikes here. And what I'm feeling like eating is some classic Indonesian fried chicken, which is one of my favorite things, but I've never had it at the source. So let's try and find some here. And it looks like you've got all kinds of options here. Got some Arabic, some Mexican, of course Chinese, and then Indonesian. It's a lot to pick from. But we're looking for some fried chicken. We got grilled chicken here, but not fried chicken. And surely one of these places has got to have fried chicken. It's even a British restaurant. Western and Japanese fusion. Now that's two combinations I did not see coming. It's Italian even. Guess whatever you want, you got around here. Alright guys, so I can't find a specific place that sells fried chicken, but this place seems to have really good reviews. So I guess we'll try it out. Alright guys, I've got some coconut, the ultimate thirst quencher. And then they did have Indonesian fried chicken here, so we're gonna get to try that too. Alright guys, here is our coconut. And I am thirsty. Let's break this open, and wow, it is filled to the brim with coconut water. Look at that. That's crazy. Let's grab a quick little sip here. Super refreshing. Man, I needed that. That walk took so long. I'm definitely gonna grab a bite back. Alright guys, and another thing, if you get a coconut, make sure you eat the meat out of it. So look at that. Whoa. It's kind of like this jello, kind of gelatinous stuff. And it tastes pretty good. It's sweet, kind of milky, kind of unique taste, and I guess if you like it, you like it. If you don't, then I guess it sucks. But here is our Indonesian fried chicken. Doesn't look like a traditional Indonesian fried chicken, but we'll try it out. And it comes with a little bit of fish cake and then some what looks like kind of curry sauce. But look at this chicken. I mean, it's so tender. It's freshly fried. You can see the heat coming off of it. But you can just break it with a fork just like this. Now let's dip it into this sauce a little bit. And then grab some rice. Alright guys, first Indonesian fried chicken in Indonesia. Super good, super tender. And the salt, I mean, it's been marinating in something because the salt has really penetrated the deepest depths of that chicken. And there's also like a little bit of a lime taste in there, along with this red spicy sauce, which is actually really spicy, but it works so well. And let's see what this kind of fish cake's all about. Not the most appetizing looking thing. And that's actually not a fish cake. That's like a, I don't know, it's made out of some kind of like soybean or something. Tastes kind of weird. It's very salty. It's not bad or anything, but it is a weird texture. It's like kind of like mushed up beans in cake form. Not the biggest fan of that, but the chicken is really good. You can see there's a little bit of skin right here. Let's grab some of this. It's absolutely bursting with flavor. It's so good. All right guys, I'm gonna finish this up and then we'll go ahead and check out that road again if we pass it. But if not, we'll just call it a night and pick up tomorrow. Well guys, just got done eating and it started raining. So I don't know if we will make that walk on Legian Street. Might just have to call it a night here and pick back up tomorrow morning. All right guys, we're back at the hotel. It is still a bit rainy, so I think we're gonna call it a night and head upstairs and continue to explore Kuta in the morning, and hopefully it's not rainy. So I'll see you then. Good afternoon guys, and well, it's afternoon because I've been watching F1 the last couple hours, so just been chilling out. Went to a little sports bar here and watched the race, but now we are actually pretty close to Beachwalk, which is that mall we saw in my previous video. So I figured we could go check that out. It's nice and cool, not too sunny today, but hopefully it'll stay like this, and it's also not raining. We're about a half-mile walk from there, so I will see you guys there. All right guys, here we are You do need a mask and your vaccination card to get in. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and pull that stuff out. All right, so it's right in front of the beach here, and there's a bunch of restaurants around. And it's kind of like an indoor-outdoor kind of mall, so let's just do a quick walkthrough. I don't think it's that big, but it does look really cool with the water running through it. Little fountains and stuff. And this mall is actually connected to the Sheraton Kuta over there. So if you're at that hotel, you got a pretty convenient spot here. Candy store. They've got a bunch of Western brands. H&M, Lacoste. Giant koi pond. They're also opening a Uniqlo store here in a couple days. And you guys know how much I love Uniqlo. So yeah, it's not crazy big or overwhelming with stuff like in Bangkok, but it is really well done. It's super cool. We've got like an open air kind of concept, so there's no doors anywhere, but there's still like air conditioning, which I've never actually seen before and probably cost them a pretty penny, to be honest. Let's go check out this little outdoor market. Looks like they just got a bunch of clothes and stuff. Alright, let's keep going this way. Not really sure what this is. Venti, and it looks like ice cream, but fancy ice cream, and there's a pretty long line to it. I thought that was a clothing store. Maybe we'll have to go try that out. I mean, if there's such a long line, it must be good. But there's also Cold Stone Creamery right here, which I am a huge fan of. This way looks like more restaurants and stuff. Maybe like a food court. Looks like more shopping. Let's go ahead and head upstairs. I think you guys got a pretty good idea of what's downstairs. Just a bunch of like clothing stores, some snack items like ice cream, and then boba, and then a couple clothing brands like H&M and Zara and stuff like that. Looks like much of the same up here. Here's an Adidas store. I swear I've seen more Adidas stores than any other here in Asia. It's kind of crazy. Especially in Bangkok, there were so many. Burger King, some more boba spots, and then a movie theater over here. Well, they don't have a lot of options for movies. It's like 3 movies showing. Haven't really heard of them, so let's keep moving. These look like egg tarts?
Yeah, egg tart.
Box of 4.
Box of 4. I have 2 flavor, original and Nutella.
Okay, I'll get it on my way back. All right, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna have to grab some of those egg tarts. You guys know I can't stay away from those. One of my favorite little pastry items. And if you haven't tried, you gotta try it. Looks like a couple more restaurants here. Sushi, and then you got Japanese barbecue. And they actually have this place in Austin and Dallas as well. It's pretty good. Go check it out. But this view is really incredible. I mean, see all the water, the trees. They've got like vines coming off the roofs and stuff. It's very aesthetic. And those apartments right here, or maybe that's the hotel. They probably got a great view of the beach and then this mall. All right, let's keep moving. It's a nice little sitting area up here. And this is real grass. That's impressive. Looks like it's just aligned with the restaurants at the top floor. Little candy tree. And I love the way they've done this mall, and it sure beats your classic 4-story mall with not much to see except just the stores. Makes walking through it a lot more entertaining. Alright guys, we're kind of back where we came up from, so let's keep going up. Alright, well here's my favorite part of a mall, the food court. It's pretty decent size as well. I already got one, thank you. They got a couple Indonesian dishes, juice, Singaporean spots, Japanese. And it's set up like a street food cart, which is pretty cool. And up here kind of looks more like a kids section. It's a bunch of toy stores and kids clothing, I think, over here. It's not a mall in Asia without a Miniso, huh? Seen those things everywhere. Well guys, I think that's kind of it. I think we walked through most of it. Like I was saying before, it's not a very big mall. It's just a really cool looking one. It has kind of everything you need. I mean, malls don't need to be huge. Yeah, so over here on this side, it's just a couple more restaurants and stuff. I mean, it's not just cool to shop here, but I guess like even to just come hang out, grab a seat on one of these patios, and so you get a really cool view of the ocean from right here. And even a little pond right under you with some fish. Yeah, definitely one of the most aesthetic malls I've seen. And that's saying something, because Asia takes malls pretty seriously, is what I've learned from this trip so far. I've seen some of the craziest malls in my life here in Bangkok and in Bali. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna call it a night here. It's starting to look a little more gray outside, so it might start raining soon, so I'm gonna go ahead and start heading back to the hotel. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. We're gonna venture out and check out a bit more nature in the upcoming videos. I know these past two in Bali have been kind of just exploring Kuta, so stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you then.